Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and this time we are going to be doing something special. It's a triple review. This time we are doing a video review of Classics Ramjet, Revenge of the Fallen Dirge, and Generations Thrust. Yep. We're doing the Coneheads. And I know that these two share a mold, well, to an extent, and Dirge is a completely different one altogether. But you know what? I don't care. I mean, they all have the Conehead in robot mode, so in my mind, they're still the Conehead seekers. So now, Ramjet and Thrust are modified F-15s, and Dirge is, I believe, a Harrier of some kind. A UVH-8? I might be butchering it, I don't know. But he's still a jet. Now, I'm going to set these two back for a moment, and I'm going to bring in Generations Thundercracker for comparison. Now, you can see where the molding differs quite a bit. First thing right off the bat, Ramjet has a short and stumpy nose. Thundercracker has a longer and pointier nose. And as you can see, Thundercracker has the standard wing and tail wing configuration. Ramjet, on the other hand, his wings start at the center of the jet, but they slope all the way to the back. And instead of tail wings, we have these little fins on the end. Other differences. Oh yeah. Because of the way that the nose cone becomes the head, we have the face visible from underneath. Meanwhile, Thundercracker, being a repaint of Starscream, his face is not showing, and his head is actually concealed. Probably because the back of it is either molded or painted blue so that it blends in with the rest of the nose. And also, on Thundercracker, once again, he's just a repaint of Starscream. His null ray cannons are positioned at the center of the jet, like in the middle, and Ramjet, with his wings pushed back all the way, his cluster bombs are actually at the rear of the jet. Also, these tail fins right here, those are also differently shaped. And we have some extra thrusters back here, so probably a faster jet. So, yeah, let's get Thundercracker out of here. Now, with Thrust, his molding also differs from Ramjet. As you can see, he has wings just like, or he actually has main body wings just like Thundercracker. However, his no rays are a bit more forward, and his tail fins are actually on the end of the tail wings. So, and plus on Thrust, we also have the addition of these fans here, and they do actually rotate if I can get my finger in there. I'm not sure how. I don't even think. There's gotta be something I can use. There we go. Yeah, they do rotate. They are a bit stiff, but if you can actually get them to move, they will spin. And of course, you can also take these off if you don't like them, and you can set them aside. Or, if you want, if we come to the underside of thrust here, as you can see, we have a hole on the wing that goes both ways, and we also have holes on the end of the tail wings. So if you want, you can plug the fans in there. You can plug the null ray in there if you want. You can even plug the null ray on top and put the fans on the bottom. However you... Oops. However you want to do it. I mean, it's up to you. Me, though, I prefer to just leave the fans on the top of the main wings and call it a day. Now, these missile launchers here, again, just like Starscream, they're spring-loaded, and if you push the trigger, they will fire. I've been clumsy and shot these off a number of times before, so... And like I mentioned, Ramjet has cluster bomb cannons, and those also fire just as well. Catch it before I drop it. There we go. And just like Starscream, we have the landing gear made out of his chest turbines, but they're actually unnecessary because the jet can sit pretty level on its own. So now for Dirge, he also has the missile launcher cannons, like that. And unlike these two, he actually has like proper landing gear. Like we have the front landing gear, and we have the rear wheels. So yeah. I actually like this mold a lot. So yeah. So I'm going to get into the transformations. First, we take off the cannons, take the rear of the jet, and extend it back. Bring his feet down, and you can do this one of two ways. You can either bend the wings forward, like that, or you can fold the wings back. Take these wingtips and bring those forward. Open the back. Put the arms out, bring the cockpit around, and twist the nose around as well. Close that up. Bring the hands out. Even if you have nails, it's not that easy to get the hands out. Jeez. And then plug the cluster bombs onto his arm, and that's Ramjet's robot mode. Thrust is kind of a combination of Ramjet and Starscream. So let's get him transformed really quick. And then plug the null rays on, and that is thrust. Now for Dirge, because this is a separate mold altogether. The transformation is completely different, but he still ends up looking like his Conehead brothers. Decepticon symbol. Oh, and I didn't mention the colors. Well, you can see them. There's really no point in me pointing it out. Anyway, so take the wings, bend those down and twist them around, and might as well detach both of these right now. Then bring these sections to the underside of the jet. Straighten those out, and then let's peg these together. That'll form his waist. And then you want to extend these out and bring this wing hinge down like that. And then you want to bring these out and turn it around like that to form the foot. Extend that out, bring the wing hinge down, unfold the foot and turn it around, and we have the legs. Now we want to take these panels here, unfold those, and bring the whole tail section back, and then bend this whole section down like that. And then you want to take this piece down here, bring that down, and then you want to twist that section forward, like that. And then fold that piece up. Now, let's bring that up for a moment. Take this top panel, bring that out, and there's a peg in there, slot, plug it in, and then fold this section in half, and that'll peg in as well. Unfold his arm and turn it down, and you might see right there that bit is rotating. And Revenge of the Fallen had this Mecha Live gimmick throughout the toy line. So anyway, turn the nose of the jet around the cockpit. Open up the actual cockpit, flip the hand out, close the cockpit, and then finally, you want to come back here and slide that piece up, and then fold those sections up, and then we have these rectangular pegs in here. We have those slots. Just try to plug those in. And you can do one of two things. You can either put the guns on down here, or you can plug them onto his arms to serve as his weapons. I can't believe I shot the missile off. But then again, I am a bit of a klutz, so... Anyway, there is Dirge. And as you can see, the Coneheads. Let's move them over like that. The Coneheads. Ramjet, Dirge, and Thrust. I'm not gonna lie, Dirge may be the odd man out, but I still think he fits in well. I mean, they all share the basic concept, like, they each have the cone for the head, both have the weapons on the arms, and both have the sort of wings on the legs. And both have the turbine chests. On Dirge, though, when you rotate the arm, the turbines will spin. And a lot of people have made this sort of heckle like he's got spinning nipples. Yeah, that's kind of... Anyway. So, articulation on Dirge. His head can turn left and right. It cannot go a full 360 for whatever reason. Arms, 360. They can go out. He has these curling elbows, but you can also twist at the bicep. The hands are pretty much static. They don't do anything useful. Legs go forward, go back. They can go out to there. There is a thigh rotation. We have the knee joint. We also have ankle tiltage, forward and back, and rotation. So yeah, Dirge has full range of movement. Ramjet, his head also has limited rotation. The arms do rotate in and out. There is a bend at the elbow, but there's no rotation at the elbow. The hands, they can bend in due to the transformation, but they don't spin. Legs can go forward. They can't really go back further than that. They can go out. They can bend at the knee. They can twist at the knee. You can move the feet up and down. Pretty much just standard Transformer articulation. Thrust is sort of at a disadvantage because he shares the wing issue that Starscream and Thundercracker have. And since I compared them to Thundercracker in jet mode, here in robot mode is classic Starscream. Yes, again, I know this is the universe color scheme, but you know what? I don't care because it's still the same mold, and this is still Starscream to me. So, yeah. I still think I like this one a lot more, to be honest. Very G1 accurate. I like the primary seekers more than the Coneheads, but these are still cool figures. I don't have a favorite Conehead. All three of them are equal in my opinion. I give each of them a 9 out of 10. So, yeah. If you see these guys, you can't really go wrong with them. Plus, if you love the Decepticon jets, you gotta get them. So, yeah. Coneheads, each of them get a 9 out of 10. I definitely recommend them.